on the quiet edge of Columbus, Texas. A modest home sits, stoic and still. But in front of it, something odd. A carved stone block, worn smooth by boots, bonnets, and time. They called it a carriage step, a symbol of stature in a world where appearances meant power. But what if that step wasn't just a foothold into a carriage, but a threshold into the past? This house, built in the 1860s, belonged to Robert Robson, a man of fortune who raised a concrete castle by the river and lived in a world built on enslaved labor. His legacy looms large, but his story isn't the only one here. During the Civil War, the nearby railroad carried more than commerce. It brought the broken and bleeding to field hospitals set up across Columbus. Some survived, many did not. They were buried quickly, quietly, and often without markers. This home stood through it all: war, reconstruction, reinvention, and yet something here never left. Because inside, above the kitchen hearth, hangs something extraordinary: a portrait of a Black woman, painted with care, dressed with dignity, and watching, always watching. There is no name, no record, only a gaze that unsettles everyone who passes by. Amber, the current owner, says her staff avoids the gaze of the portrait. They say the air thickens, the room chills, and sometimes it's like she's still there, watching your every move. They call her the Lady of the House, not a mistress, but a memory, perhaps a guardian. Who was she? A servant? A seer? Or someone whose story was buried beneath the silence of history? Guests speak of footsteps in empty halls, doors creaking open on windless nights, and dreams of a woman by the stove, stirring something unseen. Maybe she carried the weight of lives lost. Maybe she bore burdens that history refused to write down. But here, within these walls, she is seen. And as the old carriage step waits outside in the dusk, we begin to ask who still haunts the carriage step house.
My name is Amber. I own the Carriage Step in Columbus, Texas. The first time I ever was here, we held a baby shower for my friend Courtney, and I love the house. And the house has a really good energy. Like, it is a happy energy house, and I loved it. And then when I started doing weddings, I needed a place to send my brides, and so I would send them here because I liked it so much. And then when it came the opportunity to purchase it, it was kind of like, okay, well, let's try this out. Because I had already been using it. The house was great. I love old houses, and this house is just, it really does speak to you.
What do you know about the history of the carriage step in front of this house?
So the carriage step when the first time I ever came to the house, I was like, why is there this weird concrete block in front of the house? I had no idea what it was until we purchased the house. So the house was previously called the Prairie Street Heritage House. So when we purchased it, they were asked, couldn't take the name with us. So we were trying to figure out, what could we name it? Well, why not name it after the one thing that symbolizes that we have a plaque in the front of the house that talks about the carriage step. So the carriage step is this wooden block that was placed in front of a home where a person of privilege, when they got off the carriage, the person didn't have to put out a stool to help them get off. There was an automatic permanent structure there. So your carriage would pull up, and then you would be able to exit off your carriage without any extra assistance. So it was a symbol of prominence. It was a symbol of prestige. And so it has still remaining. It's the only one in Colorado County that still remains.
When you began operating this house as a bed and breakfast, did you know it was haunted right off the bat? Or was that something that gradually unfolded naturally as time went on?
So when we purchased it from Paula, Esther, and Charlotte, they told us that it was haunted. They had, when they were doing their some improvements and such, there were weird things that would happen, and they always tend to happen in that back bedroom. We call it the Laurel Room, but that's where most of the stuff happens. And weird things where it was noises, where it was like hammering, it was always something different. So they had told us that it was haunted when we purchased it because they had experienced things. And so we had always, when I came into the house, I had a nice conversation with the house and whoever lived here. And I said, hey, we are going to be friends. We are going to not have any issues with me. And I have only had one issue where things were weird. I was here by myself, like things were turning, like things in this room were turning on, like a radio was turning on, and I turned it off, it turned on again. And so I stood literally again, I stood in the middle of the dining room. I'm like, nope, we have always had a good relationship. We're not starting a weird relationship. And so for me, I've always had I guess, good rapport with my ghosts here because they don't bother me. They don't affect me. They don't do anything weird with me because I've basically told them that we have to be friends. Now, my cleaning ladies have experienced things. And again, it always is in that back bedroom. I always have to, also, the other weird thing I will say is I always have to smooth out the bed as if someone's sitting on that bed. I'm always smoothing it out. Like the bed covers, always smoothing out the bed covers. And then I have had guests tell me that the house is haunted. They're like, do you know your house is haunted? I said, I've been told. So yeah, so there is, we knew it when we purchased it, that there was something extra special here.
Was there a moment when a guest told you an experience that maybe they had that made you think that this house had a deeper presence?
Yes, I've had guests tell me that the house was haunted. I have had a couple guests, especially females, that have to come stay here by themselves. I've had them like call me and be like, I can't stay here. And so they won't. They were like, I can't. It's too creepy. It's too spooky for me. So they can't stay. But I've had more than one guest tell me that they think the house is haunted.
Do you believe this house has a personality? And if so, how would you describe it? Watchful, happy, sad?
I do. I feel like it has a personality, but I think most old homes do. This one I think has a really good, it is a warm and happy, but protective. The house itself feels like it needs to protect itself, and the people here need to protect it. And which is why I think that they were worried when I put it up for sale that I have taken care of this house for 8 years now, and I don't think that they were, and the people previous to me took care of it so well that that they need to make sure and ensure that it still stays protected. But it's a happy house.
What do you think is haunting this house? Is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it the previous owners? What do you think is going on here?
I personally think it's my lady of the house who's here. I call her my lady of the house. There's a portrait that hangs of a Black woman that hangs in my kitchen. And I think she is the lady of the house. And I think her energy is here. And I think that her job is to always make sure it's taken care of. And so that's who I personally think is here.
All right, so we just got past the worst of a huge storm that just rolled through Columbus, Texas, and in fact, all across Texas.
Cat ball's going off already.
Hello. All right, so we got several devices set up. There's a huge storm right now, so if they needed energy, they got it, right? Because even I feel the energy. We have temperature sensors set up in the kitchen. We got cat balls, which we're already getting random hits on, and we're not moving, by the way. Those are motion activated. And then we got the REM portal, which is EMF detection on the table. And I'm feeling really charged up, so this is fantastic. So thank you for coming forward. This door is moving, bro. Did this door just move?
I couldn't tell.
Someone in the kitchen? Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello? Did you hear that voice?
Mm-hmm. So for me and probably the audience currently, it might be a little difficult to hear on the road mic over the rain, but I definitely heard a disturbance or an anomaly.
Yeah. There's thunder right now. So thank you for coming forward. I don't know who's interacting with us. I don't know if you're a Robinson, a Robert Robson. I don't know if you're an R.S. Stevens. I don't know if you're a Matterson, or if you're the lady of the house.
Yeah, touch on that.
So
My
yeah,
lady.
Amber was. What was that?
I don't know. You saw
Amber
that?
was talking about the lady of the house. There's this historic photo, or a painting, I should say, of an African American woman. She looks very stern, very well-to-do, and she's hanging above the kitchen. And she's become like a figure in the house. So I don't know if there's like something attached to.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if there's something attached to the painting. The painting is one of a kind. I'm very interested in this painting, and we think that there's some kind of energy. Like everyone's like, "Oh my God, this painting of this woman, she's watching me. She's always watching me." What?
I thought I heard something.
Are you the lady of the house? Is this legit? I mean, I'm very, very happy to meet you. My name's Brian,
I'm Dylan.
and we came here tonight specifically to speak with you, and we're very, very pleased that you want to communicate with us. Thank you so much for doing that. We have a temperature sensor, so if you want to play and make that device sing, that little thing on the, if you're the lady of the house, you know, if you want to make that go off, please feel free to do so. And if you'd like to really use your energy, you can make that device with the little blue light light up, and it'll go all these different colors, and that'll let us know that you're here with some kind of electrical presence as well. Or you can just make noises. I'll shut up now. Stomach. I'm not. No, no, no. I saw something dart in between. You know those pillars in that other room?
Yeah.
Full on black mass. Just
Really?
yes. Who's in the dining room? We welcome you to speak with us. Feel free to come closer and talk to us.
And we're in the parlor right now.
It's very central to the home, so. That was a big burst of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of coming down from that. What was that?
I just cleared my throat.
There's this light right here. Is that you?
No.
It must be a reflection of something on.
I don't
I don't know. Am I seeing like a mist or something? Is that legit? Like maybe I'm seeing you in this doorway and you're activating. Can you light up the other cat balls? There's 3 of them on the table. Do you see the other 2? Can you touch the other 2? So you go with that one, right? Touch the one in the middle. If you can touch the one in the middle, that'll really let me know that I think you're the lady of the house, you know? Ooh. This thunderstorm's intense, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All of Texas was under a tornado watch. It was actually like really scary there for a minute. Were you attached to the painting? Or were you like a servant, or did you exist in Columbus?
Maybe we can creep into this sunning area here.
I don't want to encroach on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Like I know we're like staying static, and that might be boring for people watching. But
I mean, that's our style, though. Let it come to us.
and I did see full on, just like from right to left, like that. That was. I usually don't see things, so that's why it's like whoa,
Mm-hmm.
you know. If you're the lady of the house, can you touch the cat ball again? Can you make it go off? Just so I can confirm that it's in fact like it's the female energy that a lot of people tend to say that they experience in this house. If you can make the cat ball go off, if you're the lady of the house, I'd appreciate that. What was your name? Or what is your name?
Yeah, not many people know anything about you.
Other than there's a painting in the kitchen and
People think
you're being watched.
yeah. It's a weird energy in here.
I know. I'm trying to like.
Okay.
There you
Same
go.
one or?
The lady of the house. Lady of the house. Okay. Well, I mean, that confirms what Amber and everyone else said, right? I'm just going to see if there's any kind of energy fluctuations. So 0.75 milligauss. Are you creating energy over here? Whoa. Let's see if there's an energy spike. 8.2? Yeah. That was weird. And that thing's in a crevice. If you can see, I'll turn my... That cat ball is literally like inside of a groove where it's like it's almost a holder. Like that's not going to move. Do you mind if we get closer? Is that okay?
And notice, oh,
It's okay then.
Yeah.
I just heard a whisper behind me say my name, dude.
no,
It was like Brian.
stop.
It was a woman like Brian. Yes, hello. I introduced myself. Can I know your name? The lady of the house. Can I know your name? Can you let us know that? This is like peak spooky, like walking. Yeah. This is like a haunted house right now. Like this is legit. And that thing's not turning off. We're not moving, by the way. We're not vibrating. The lightning isn't the thunder isn't shaking the house. My voice is vibrating and it's not making it go off. That thing's just deciding to move. Wow. I don't know what to think of that.
Yeah. Maybe show her how the REM pod works.
Yeah, so if you can reach out and touch this thing, look. You see that? It takes a little bit of energy, right? So you're pushing the ball. All you need to do is use energy right here. You see that? Oh, trip if that thing went off right now.
It never goes off. So
I know that thing, it's legitimately, it's like the science experiment, you know, it's like, hey, like, don't touch the middle coil, the battery goes off. It's like that, but instead it's creating a field around the coil. And it needs something with an electromagnetic field to break that and make that device go off. Hmm. Interesting, dude. Are we too close? Is that what's going on? Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hear a woman?
No.
I heard on a full on, like somebody just saying a sentence.
Like I said, like ears on, ears off. The rain is so much louder in
Oh,
here.
I see.
Yeah, so
I heard there was like a voice in that little like atrium room. Yeah. Did I hear? It sounded like a young lady. I don't know if it's the lady of the house. I opened that door before we started. That thing was wide open and now it's ajar.
Hmm. I can't confirm. Gotta sound drunk with both earbuds in. Yeah, can't confirm.
Look at my shadow. I don't know if you can see it in IR. That's crazy.
Nah.
Did somebody come through here and close the door? Who? I heard a woman. Were you over here?
It's such a cool house, by the way.
This is my favorite room.
Yeah, this is like the sunroom.
I'd love to just drink a cup of coffee and read a book. You know, that would be fun. Might do that tomorrow morning.
Dude, like how spooky this hallway is, like without IR. So this is what we're currently seeing, by the way. I'm gonna
Can you turn night vision off?
Yeah. Dark.
I heard a woman over here. Did you move? Or are you with me right now? Are you with us in this room? Can you set the cat balls off again? That's so weird. It's like the lady of the house. Boom. Goes off. Lady of the house.
So when Brian and I were talking about this location and reading up on the history, we were really curious if there's any Civil War soldiers associated with this property. If there is, could you give us a sign? Could you set one of the lights off? Say something? Run down the hallway?
There was a Civil War camp on the edge of the city. 2 to 3 soldiers died a week. Did any doctors arrive by carriage here? Using the carriage step? Unmarked graves in a huge Confederate graveyard. Was that anywhere near this house? Just the lightning, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you a Robert Robertson? Sounds like a made-up name, right? My name is Robert Robertson. But he was the one who originally built this house.
You don't have to be afraid. Please talk to us.
Are you R.S. Stevens and his family?
My bad. It's dark.
See, you probably made that go off.
Oh, absolutely. That's how dark it is. I just full kicked a chair.
A lot quieter in here. I like that.
Yeah.
Or are you, in fact, the lady of the house? Maybe there was just a big burst of energy and just kind of just stopped for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because surprisingly, a lot happened in those moments. Like a lot. So, what do you think? You think I want to set up maybe near the Laurel room, set up in there?
Yeah, I think we should give that a try.
I know we kind of wandered off. Or we could try the dining room. We'll try to figure something out.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Yeah, absolutely. That was awesome, though.
All right, so we have sat down in the main dining area and we decided that we want to perform an Estes method. Now, Brian is sitting across the table from me, and I'll show you where he's at in a moment. But our intention here is to try to communicate with whatever energy that we experienced earlier. Is it the My Lady character that Amber talks about? Is it a male energy, maybe one of the previous owners of the house? Is it a soldier? What have you. So that's our intention right now. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna flip the camera on and show you what Brian's doing.
So the moment I turn this spirit box on, I'm not going to be able to hear anything. It's going to be very loud with active noise canceling in my ears. Dylan's going to pose the line of questioning. We're going to see if any intelligent responses come through. And I cannot hear, and we haven't rehearsed what questions he's going to ask. And whatever energies we were interacting with earlier, I invite you to speak to me. We'll create a voice for you. So this is a good opportunity to connect. So that's our intention. We're going to go ahead and proceed with that. I'm going to make sure this is kicked on. Then I'm going to close my eyes, try my best to get into a trance, and we'll go from there.
All right, I can hear on the microphone, as y'all can probably hear that thing rolling. Okay, so Brian, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear. This is how loud I'm going to talk. Okay, so who is this My Lady character Amber talks about? This woman in the painting. Do you have a name? If it wasn't you, who were we interacting with earlier? Who was setting off the cat balls? Can you give us any identification or any message that confirms your presence here at the carriage step?
Are you across from me?
I mean, I'm sitting across from Brian, and now if you are standing behind him, yes, I am across from you. Do you have a name? Or maybe a message? Did you used to live here? Please come forward and speak with us. Use Brian, tap into his energy, and use that sweeping radio. Focus your thoughts on it and say something to us, if you would be so kind.
He finally appears.
Okay, who is he? Who is this man? Are you in the house now? Have you just arrived?
Beside you.
Beside who? Dylan or Brian?
Here. He knew what he did, too. And I don't know why.
I wonder if we're catching some residual, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm ice cold on my right side. What did he know that he did? What did he know that he did?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you just said that he knew what
Who
he
is that?
did. Interesting. Well, I'm Dylan, and Brian is sitting across from me. Who are you?
I died here.
Okay, all right. Do you have a name, sir or ma'am?
Inside.
Inside where? You died inside. You died here inside where?
There was a woman.
Okay. Did this woman have a name? I'm just rolling with the punches here, guys. These things coming through. Maybe it's going to lead somewhere.
On the balcony.
What the was That just sent chills through my body. Did I just hear you?
Right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm tripping right now.
In that room, too.
Are you behind me? Okay, let's get back to business here. Which balcony? The one out here or the one out here to our left?
I can see.
Okay. Please let me know. How did you die? Did you die naturally? Old age? How did it happen?
Oh. Did you move?
No. No, I didn't move.
I just felt like I got pushed. I was like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, that camera probably caught it. I thought like the whole table was like, I don't know. I
I've
felt
been-
like I was moving.
I heard a voice go like,
Really?
yeah,
Oh my God, I feel so hot.
shortly before you.
My whole my
don't
whole
agree.
upper body feels like it's really, really hot. Okay. Sorry
okay?
about that. Yeah, no, I thought you were like moving the. I thought I was moving. I thought the whole.
I mean, I kind of like shifted and stuff.
No. I felt like like when you're like about to fall asleep and like you're gonna fall.
Yeah.
It felt like that, but I didn't have to go to sleep.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break anything there.
Yeah. For continuity's sake, I won't let you know what I've been hearing, but it's been interesting. So let's.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to understand. Like, I'm hearing a lot, but a lot of it's just.
Maybe mess with the sweep rate. See if that'll help. Okay. Did you touch him? Let's just put the camera down here. Did you push him? I don't know what that was, bro. Who did Brian feel?
Scratch.
Scratch what? You gonna scratch one of us?
The words.
What does that mean? Scratch the words.
Indecency.
Scratch the words indecency. Is that like a reference to like adultery back in the day when they would like cut an A?
I'm coming
Where you at?
after you.
Wow, this is intense. Who are you coming after? He's saying scratch.
Safe.
Dude, what the fuck? It's like movement out of here.
Go check.
I will. Here we go.
You know.
Yeah, I'm coming. Go check what?
It's just in reach.
What is just in reach? Dude, it feels saucy out here. Are you out here? What do you say? I'm here to check.
Night vision.
No way. How do you know what night vision is? Should I continue to check? Where are you?
Look at her.
Who? Is it the woman in the kitchen? The painting?
I'm right behind you.
This is her. I'm looking at her. Are you back here? Dude, it feels weird back here. Real weird. Where are you? Go sit back down. Okay, I went and checked. What now? What now? What do we do? Are we going to talk about who died? Are we going to talk about he knew what he did? I still want to know who you are. Do you have any answers? I just want to confirm things. I don't mean to pester you with questions.
Look in the mirror.
Which mirror?
Kitchen.
Is there a mirror in the kitchen?
For 1 minute.
What the Look in the mirror in the kitchen for 1 minute.
Get out and go look.
I'm getting out and looking. There's no mirror here, though. Oh, there is. Oh, it's a clock. It's dark.
Right behind you.
Yeah, dude. You're right behind me, huh?
Hello.
Hello? You said to go look in the mirror in the kitchen for 1 minute, but there's no mirror in there. I'm not gonna lie, before he even said anything,
Hello.
me leaving the kitchen, I felt like somebody was up in between my shoulder blades. Is there another mirror you'd like me to look in? Because I couldn't find the one in the kitchen.
Behind you.
The way you said that was so creepy.
I feel you.
So creepy. Are you back here? That was loud.
You're all mine.
Dude, who is this character? What do you mean? Like I said, I want to know who you are. That's why we're here. We want to identify you. Or do you not want to be identified?
I'm a lady.
Wow. Okay. What's your name?
I'm a lady.
I understand that. What's your name? Please, if I could have your name, that would be amazing. Is that too much to ask? Just a name. Okay.
Bathroom.
The bathroom. Behind us. What about the bathroom? There's 2 bathrooms, actually. Now, my lady that I'm speaking to, are you the one that died here? Okay, I'm gonna pull him up and talk about everything.
Jesus, bro.
I mean, I don't know how else to get you out of there.
You know, were you around me like the whole time?
Not even a second.
Dude, I literally felt like you were about to touch me like the whole time. I don't know why.
So, here, power that thing down. So,
Hey, can you hear it?
yeah. Oh,
So people at home, like, that's what I can hear. Like, it's loud. Maybe my mic caught it a little bit too, so that would be cool.
I mean, I could hear it running in your ears from across the table.
A lot of energy, dude. I'm like, I'm gonna need some caffeine after that. A
So,
lot of energy. What's up?
some interesting.
What happened? It just didn't make any sense to me.
No, it made some sense.
It always feels like a waste of time on my end.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't. But we were able to confirm. I said, who are you? Just you said I'm a lady. I said, okay.
So the woman, obviously I can't recreate a woman's voice, but she was very like friendly, very bubbly, very flirtatious. I don't know if it's flirtatious, but she was very like if you were asking her questions, she was very into you, in maybe not a romantic way, but she was very like welcoming.
Yeah, you said look in the mirror.
Yeah, that was weird.
In the kitchen
For 1 minute.
for 1 minute.
It was literally like first set of instructions, pause. Second set of instructions, pause. Third set of instructions.
I went in there. There's no mirror. The vibe is relatively spooky.
Maybe it's the painting, the lady of the painting.
I think I'm starting to think it is. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
actually,
there's glass. I mean,
yeah.
it may not be a mirror, but for all intents and purposes, it could be like a scry to like her spirit.
Yeah. It's making more and more sense that it is a woman.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
She's. I feel like there's a man who likes to talk in the background, but he's not the boss. She's the boss.
Yeah, but you said I died here,
Yeah, that was interesting.
so we don't know if this woman died.
I don't remember if that was a man's voice or a woman's voice.
She didn't want a name. She wanted to give a name.
Did you hear a whistle?
Mm-hmm.
It was like
in the kitchen. Yeah.
Are
I was
you-
hearing all sorts of noises, bro.
Were you whistling in the kitchen? That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a good whistler?
Great job, bro. Another skinwalker's at the door.
Oh, you're the one who said that word out loud, not me. I ain't into that crap.
What do you think?
I need some caffeine, is what I think. After that, that was energetically like, because I felt like somebody was like, because you grabbed me, I was like waiting for that because I felt like somebody was like gonna do that the whole time. So I was like trying to relax, but I was also like on edge.
I got super cold at one point on my right side, and you were saying, "I'm behind you." I was like, "Oh God."
Kind of like in a teasing way, like teasing you.
It didn't feel teasing. It was just pretty heavy spiritual energy, is what it was.
Oh
so
yeah, dude.
that never feels.
Well,
awesome.
hey, we're gonna come up with something next, so I'm gonna get some coffee and then we'll see you in a second.
Yep. Okay. Get close to the mic. It is 4 a.m. Brian and I are super tired. We had some really good activity tonight, and we need some sleep, so it's that time. Getting about 6 hours of sleep. We're in separate rooms. I'm in this room adjacent to the front door. Brian's gonna be sleeping in the lower room, and we're gonna put a side-by-side throughout the night. We'll see if anything happens. Maybe, maybe not. But overall, it was a good night, and I'm pretty happy with the results. And I look really scruffy. What do y'all think about the beard, by the way? You like it? You don't like it? I think I need it a little shorter. It's kind of getting a little crazy. It doesn't look great in night vision, but you know, that's okay. Anywho, see y'all in the morning.
All right, so it's been quite the evening, and I'm choosing to sleep in the room that Amber said, specifically that bed right there, that there's always some kind of disturbance, so that's the bed I'm choosing. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll tell you that I'm very tired, and actually gonna have some active noise canceling in to help me sleep, but we'll see. We'll see if the lady of the house lets me sleep in peace or not, but I'm going straight to bed, y'all, so see you in the morning.
So we came into the carriage step knowing it was a very prominent piece of history. We understood that this place is historic. There's a Texas landmarker that's the state of Texas property out front. We understand there's a ton of history to the house. We did a ton of research. We couldn't really come up with anything definitive, but I think with our experiments tonight, we definitely picked up on a female spirit. She definitely is here. She's not negative, but she's kind of the one in charge. Now, there might be some other spirits that we didn't identify tonight, but definitely I believe that there is a female spirit that's in this house. She might have been a servant hand, or maybe the lead caretaker for the home, if you will. And she's still here, and she'll make her presence known to you if you stay at the Carriage Step House. I fully believe that this place is haunted, and right when we started our investigation, I mean, we had cat balls going off, we heard phenomenon, we heard footsteps. It was the whole gambit. We didn't really get some vocal responses, we didn't get names or anything like that, unfortunately, but to say that we got activity, 100%.
The Carriage Step here in Columbus is definitely a paranormal location, and for the first time in a while, I think that we can put a stamp on who is haunting the house. We feel very confident that it is this woman, this African-American woman who's captured in that portrait in the kitchen. It's a place where I think you need to spend a lot more time to kind of peel back the layers of the onion to get to the real root of the haunting, and you can only uncover so much in a few hours. So for what it's worth, we uncovered a lot, I think. I think we got a lot of good responses that confirmed what Amber was thinking, and that's a success for us. So the Carriage Step, 2 thumbs up, and I would recommend.